Welcome back to the deep dive. We usually find ourselves wading through pretty dense material, white papers, academic studies, that sort of thing.
Yeah, often complex, multi-layered sources.
Exactly. But today, we're taking a slightly different approach. We're focusing on just one thing.
A single source, yeah. The lyrics to a song. Alison McLean's UBU.
And we're treating these lyrics not just, as song words, but almost like a philosophical text.
That's the mission, really. To perform a deep dive, pull out the core insights about identity, about agency, and how we deal with, well, modern pressures.
What are the key nuggets hidden in there?
And what we find is this really elegant structure, the themes loop, moving from, inner energy outwards to action.
And then it offers a kind of solution to the stress of it all.
Exactly. And you notice the repetition right away, don't you? Phrases like you be you and the echoes of heaven keep coming back.
Yeah, it's not just a catchy chorus. It feels more intentional, like a reminder.
It feels like a meditative anchor, almost. Telling you these are the foundational ideas. You be you isn't just advice. It's presented as a core truth.
Okay, so let's start there with that internal foundation. The lyrics open with, "The unseen is powerful." What are we talking about here? What kind of power?
Well, it immediately frames identity as something intangible, something you can't easily quantify.
Right. It goes on to say, our own unseen energy beyond describable in every way.
Which, in a world obsessed with metrics, with likes and scores and performance reviews, that's pretty radical.
It's saying your real value isn't in the measurable stuff.
Precisely. It's this inherent force, maybe spiritual, maybe psychological, that exists outside those systems.
And it's not something far off either. It says this energy is acknowledged every day. It's constantly here.
Always present. The work isn't finding it, maybe, but just recognizing it, tuning into it.
And that ties into the other recurring phrase, the echoes of heaven.
I think so, yeah. It connects that core self, the you be you, to something transcendent, something ultimate, maybe even sacred.
So accepting yourself isn't just like good mental health advice.
It's deeper than that. The song suggests your core self is linked to something universal, something immense. It gives your existence weight, regardless of, external validation.
That's a strong foundation. So
Yeah.
you've got this powerful inner core, this unseen energy.
Right.
But the song doesn't just leave us sitting with that feeling. It moves pretty quickly into the external world.
Yeah, it has to bridge that gap. If you have this inner power, how do you use it?
And it uses this very grounded metaphor. Life is a chess game.
Which immediately shifts the tone, doesn't it? It's not about passively floating. It's about strategy, choices, consequences.
And very next line hits hard. The next play is our call and affects it all.
Our call. That emphasizes complete ownership. Every decision, big or small, is framed as a deliberate move we make.
And the second part affects it all. That's huge. It implies no move is insignificant.
It really does. It suggests this kind of ripple effect from every single choice. A lot of responsibility there.
Okay, but hang on. If life's a chess game, aren't there rules? Aren't we sometimes just pieces being moved by bigger forces? How does that fit with you be you?
That's a great point. And I think the lyrics hold that tension. Yes, chess has rules. There are constraints, societal rules, economic limits, whatever.
Right, the board itself has edges.
But you decide the move. Within those constraints, the choice of how to deploy your energy, your unique unseen power, that's still yours.
So knowing yourself, that inner you be you, helps you make the best move for you on that board, not just following some generic strategy.
Exactly. It's about making an authentic move, your optimal call, not just reacting blindly. Your internal clarity guides your external action.
Which makes that inner work even more critical. It's not just navel-gazing. It directly informs how you navigate the world.
Precisely. And this brings us to the conflict. The song identifies the thing that disrupts this patient, powerful agency.
Which is?
The modern obsession with speed, with efficiency.
Yes, this is where the critique comes in. Our quest for efficiency stops us looking too deeply.
It's a sharp observation, this
Yeah.
relentless drive to optimize, to get things done faster, better, now. It actually makes us short-sighted.
How so?
Well, the lyrics say there's a pressure in delivery where we don't consider all possibilities. We're so focused on the immediate output
Hitting the deadline, getting the result.
that we cut off exploration. We limit potential outcomes because we don't give ideas or ourselves enough time. Speed trumps depth.
It's that feeling of rushing to finish, but maybe you finished the wrong thing or missed a better way.
Exactly that. And this leads into what I think is the absolute core statement, the real thesis of the song.
This is the line about impatience.
Yes, Impatience is an argument with reality. That framing is incredibly powerful.
Why an argument with reality? That sounds pretty fundamental.
Because think about what reality entails. It includes processes, causality, natural time frames. Things take the time they take.
Like seeds growing or complex problems needing thought.
Exactly. Growth needs time. Systems need time to process. Healing takes time. When we're impatient, we're essentially demanding that those fundamental laws of time and process bend to our will right now.
We're saying, this isn't fast enough. Reality, you're wrong.
You're literally arguing with the way things are. You're fighting the current state of existence because it doesn't match your desired timeline.
Okay, so what's the cost of constantly being in that argument? Psychologically, I mean.
It's huge. It's draining. Constant mental tension, frustration, trying to control things that are, frankly, uncontrollable.
Like being stuck in traffic.
Perfect example. You can rage, honk, stress out, but the traffic moves when it moves. All that energy you're expending.
Wasted. Arguing with the reality of the bottleneck.
Completely wasted. And that's the energy drain the song seems to be pointing to.
So if impatience is the problem, the argument, what's the solution offered? The lyrics talk about moving from critique to cultivating habits.
Yes, habits that get us out of that argument. Habits that sync us up with more natural time frames.
And it uses this beautiful image.
Where we dance in patience to our own natural rhythms. It's not about just stopping or waiting passively.
It's dancing. That implies movement, engagement.
But measured movement, rhythmic, tuned to your own internal pace and the demands of the situation rather than some external imposed urgency.
That shift from the pressure and delivery to dancing in patience feels like a complete change in orientation.
It's embracing your personal timing, accepting the flow instead of fighting it.
Which brings us to maybe the most complex or paradoxical line in the song.
The one that ties it all together. The paradox uses more energy in all its wisdom.
Right. How does that work?
Yeah.
The paradox, meaning the impatience, the argument.
I think so. The paradox is that trying to force things, trying to save time through sheer impatient effort that uses more energy, it's unwise.
It feels counterintuitive, but it makes sense when you think about burnout, right?
Exactly. Think about the energy cost of stress, of rushing and making mistakes you have to fix later, of recovering from pushing yourself beyond your natural rhythm.
Whether that's biological, creative, emotional.
Any of it. You don't actually gain time or efficiency in the long run. You just accrue debt. You burn energy on the friction of the argument itself.
So the wisdom of the paradox is realizing that the truly efficient path, the one that conserves your energy, is patience.
Yes. Accepting the necessary time, dancing within it, saves far more energy than you ever gain by fighting reality. Resisting flow is the most exhausting thing you can do.
Wow. Okay, so that's the practical payoff for patience. Rushing is ultimately wasteful. Aligning with your pace is effective.
Absolutely. And that completes the journey in the lyrics, doesn't it? Start with your powerful, unseen core.
Acknowledge that unseen energy.
Use it to make your calls in the chess game, recognizing your agency.
Knowing the next play is our call.
And crucially, protect that core energy by letting go of the argument, by releasing impatience.
And all the while, that central message is humming underneath. You be you. It connects everything.
It really does. The synthesis seems to be. Real agency comes from being grounded internally and patient externally. If you value your core self, your you be you,
which connects to those echoes of heaven,
then you recognize the importance of your next move. And if you value that move, you stop wasting energy trying to force it faster than it needs to happen.
It's a kind of roadmap for staying centered and effective, even when everything around you is demanding speed.
A really quite beautiful guide.
So let's leave our listeners with that final thought the song implicitly raises. If our next play is our call, like in that chess game, and impatience is essentially arguing with reality, then what fundamental reality about our own path, our own unique way of being, are we refusing to accept when we get caught up in that external pressure for delivery instead of honoring our own internal natural rhythm?
That's the question to sit with, isn't it, before you make your next move?